All right, guilty as charged. I haven't seen the first movie that this is based off of that came out in 2022, but do you need to watch that one to understand this one? I'm going to say no. So it's with Dies Irae, or Irae. I don't know. I'm an idiot. I can't pronounce jack. Chase Liaki here with the Blue Futon reviewing Dies Irae, or Irae, whatever. What's this about? Pretty simple premise. Rowan's lifestyle spirals out of control as he's convinced a supernatural entity is in his home. His search for the mystery draws him into an unexpected world of alliances and the horror that lies ahead. So did I like this film? I thought it was a pretty good film. I thought there was good, cultural elements in this film, and I thought it was a very interesting shot with some spooky scenes through and throughout. But I do think he relied a little bit too much on sound effects through the jump scares, and there was more than multiple times that was going to happen where you knew, there was going to be a sound effect and it happens. You're just like, okay, bro, that didn't need to happen. But there were also other elements where, okay, that's pretty cool, and that's interesting where the story is going, because you're just like, man, that ending, pretty bonkers. So, what did I like about this film? Like I said, the atmosphere was really good. I like how it was this rich versus poor type of mixture that was in this movie, and I thought it was pretty good. When there is gore / violence, it is and you know what? It's snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or it's like, dang! You're like, that sucks, and that's gonna hurt like a mofo. You're gonna need some physical therapy for years to come. Okay, so I'm gonna say that's pretty good. I do think that when the conclusion happens, there's a good element of oh, I didn't see that coming. It's very interesting, the whole premise of it. And I think that was actually a little bit fun to do it that way. The atmosphere is good. The score was good. I think the acting was pretty superb in this one. I did believe everyone involved about what their roles were supposed to be. When the scares were there, like I said, they were pretty good. I think the best scary scene was with him in a house by himself and trying to keep the lights on. They go off and it's a bunch of shadows everywhere. When you're actually seeing the entity, I think that's where it really shines in this movie, where there are a lot of tense moments. I'd say the end of the movie, it really wasn't that tense for me because it really turned to stupid decisions. And Rowan, he needs to man up. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right? At the very end when someone's attacking him with an axe, it's like, bro, you're bigger. Stop it. Stop that person right now. Why are you making that person literally make you your bitch? I mean, at a point you're like, what are you doing? You need to hit the gym, apparently. Seriously. Okay. And then the very end, though. The very end, a little bit confuses me about, what that person is or that spirit is. Because we know throughout the movie, we think it's one, but it's not that. Or is it? And I think there's a lot of, big what if moments, honestly, that is it one, two, both spirits, no spirits, what are we talking about here? And I do think it doesn't really explain that much, honestly. But I think having it open-ended really didn't bother me too much because I thought it was a lot of fun play on stuff that was going to occur with this one. Other things I thought were okay, in my opinion. Like I said, the sound design, it was like that. And I do think I wish some of the side characters were a little bit more predominant, especially with the guy that could see things, or he has a father that does rituals. And I do wish that he was kind of a forefront character. Of course, he was more of the forefront in the second half of the movie, but it started with him and it really ended with him. But I do feel like if there is going to be a third one in this trilogy, because like I said, that movie from 2022, he is going to take the front and center. Because I also read George, who came back in this one, apparently is in the first one as well. So there's a lot of cross, movie universes, if you want to put it that way. And he apparently didn't make another political thriller in 2023, 2024, but I haven't watched that, so I don't know how good that one is personally. But a lot of people are actually liking his actual filmography through and throughout. So overall, Dies Irae, I thought it was a pretty good horror film when it's dealing with the Halloween themes. Started strong, ended strong. spooky stuff here and there around the square. When the snap, crackle, pop happened, I was like, oh, snap. But I do kind of wish that we got more explanation about who the spirits are to an extent, especially at the very end of the film, and why is this one guy going after the brother as well? Not just that, but you know what I'm getting at, right? If you've seen the movie, there are some elements where I was a little bit confused or a little bit like, how does that connect? But hey, maybe it was the subtitles. I don't know. But I did enjoy this one. It was a quick 2-hour movie. Good soundtrack. Fun time. So Diés Iraé, I'm saying that wrong probably, will receive a 3.5 out of 5 with Futons. You go at 70%. Let's do the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics, there's 2 of them, both positive. One's giving it a 60. One's giving it just a positive. Critics down, or audience down below, a 4.5 out of 5, a 5 out of 5. Stephen C gives 5s for everything. One said a 1 out of 5, and one's a 5 out of 5. So some people really like it, or some people really don't like it. Me, I thought it was a solid entry. 170. Chase Hiker, the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of these Futontopia. Your Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. A great day. I'm watch the stage tomorrow, a week from a year from now. Every single freak one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And who are you going to be haunted by? And are you going to be scared? Probably.